Hello everyone. Now we are going to learn another property of water. Already in previous video we learned one property, that is what things floats on the water and what things sinks in the water. Okay. And now we are going to learn another property, that is which thing is soluble in water and which thing is insoluble in water. So by doing this one experiment, we will learn that what thing is soluble and what thing is insoluble in water. So before doing this experiment, we should know what is the meaning of soluble and what is the meaning of insoluble. So the meaning of soluble means the thing or the substance which can dissolve in water, which can dissolve completely in water, which can mix in water, that is called soluble things. And the thing which does not dissolve in water, that is called insoluble things. Okay. So the thing which can dissolve in water completely, that is insoluble things, and the thing which does not dissolve in water, that is called insoluble things. Okay. So here some substances are there, like sugar, sand, salt, wheat flour, turmeric, oil. Okay. You can take some another substance also if you want to check that this thing is soluble in water or not. So you can take that substance and you can do this experiment. So by doing this experiment, what you have to do, first you have to take some glasses, pour some water, equal water in all the glasses, and take the substance, and then what you have to observe, you have to do the experiment. Okay. So let's start this experiment. So first I'm going to take one spoon sugar. Okay. And now I'm going to mix in water. After 2 minutes I will observe that is this soluble in the water or it is insoluble. Okay. After sugar I'm going to mix sand. Okay. And after 2 minutes I will observe that sand is soluble in water or insoluble. Okay. So by doing this one, in this experiment you should learn some important words, that is solute, solvent and solution. But now I am going to mix salt. Okay. And after 2 minutes we will observe that which thing is soluble and which thing is insoluble. And now I am going to take wheat flour. Okay. And I am mixing in the water. And then we will observe. Okay. And now turmeric. It is looking like a orange juice, right? And take some oil. Oil is also one liquid and water is also liquid. So by doing this one, we will observe that one liquid is soluble in another liquid or not. Okay. But it is about one liquid. Okay. So you can take another oil also. I have taken this coconut, and we will see that what will be happen. And what, before observing, we should know that which things make the solubility faster. Solubility means we are going to mix sugar in water. So suppose it is taking lot of time to mix completely. Some particles has settled down. So what you can do, there are some factors which make the solubility, which make the process of dissolving faster of that substance. So that two things are, first is stirring. Stirring means shake it well, or stay like this, like I am adding sugar in the water and I am stirring it. Okay. And second thing, after stirring also, if it is not completely dissolved, then you can do that, you can heat the solution. Okay. You can heat the solution, means this water, sugar water. Now you should learn the three words, important words, that is solute, solvent and solution. Okay. Solute, solvent and solution. So what is solute? Solute means the thing which dissolve in water. Now here I am mixing sugar in water. So sugar is solute. In this glass sugar, I am adding sugar in the water, so that sugar will dissolve in the water. So the thing which is dissolved, that thing which dissolve in the water, that is called solute. And what is solvent now? Solvent means the thing, the liquid, the thing in which something dissolve. Like here in water I am dissolving sugar, so water is solvent and sugar is solute, okay. And the combination of this, the solute plus solvent, means sugar and water, this both, this thing will be known as solution, okay. So now here sugar and water both are dissolved in each other, both are mixed in each other, so I will say this is the solution of sugar, okay. Here like this is the solution of sand, and here salt solution, here wheat flour solution, here turmeric solution, here oil solution, okay. So these are the three things. Now let's see which is soluble and which is insoluble. So here this is sugar solution, and we can see this is soluble, okay. There are two characters, by that we can define that which thing is soluble and which thing is insoluble. So the first thing, the thing which is soluble, it will completely dissolve, it will disappear, means it will totally, it will break down and it will mix completely in the water, and if we will observe, we will see from outside, then we will not see the particles of, or we cannot see that substance, okay. Like here in this two, this is sand solution and this is sugar. So here we cannot see the sugar particles now because it has dissolved completely, but here we can see the sand particles and it has settled down. So the characters of soluble things is, soluble things means the after dissolving we cannot see the main particles in the solution. And second character is that after dissolving we cannot get back the main substance from the water. These are the two things. And same opposite, there is opposite in soluble things. That first, insoluble things in it is visible, okay. The insoluble thing, it is visible in the solution, and second, we can get back from the water after dissolving also. So these are the two characters. On the basis of this two character, we can define that which one is insoluble and which one is insoluble, okay. So here sugar is soluble, we cannot see the particles of sugar, okay, and we cannot get back the sugar from the water now. Another one is sand. Sand is insoluble, right? It has settled down and we can see easily the particles of sand, and again we can get back. How we can get back? See, here is, take one another glass, okay, and by filtration also you can do this one, or I'm showing you like this, that tilt your glass and pour this solution water into another glass, okay. Now what, all water we had filtrated in this another glass, and now here only sand is there. If we will keep this sand into the sunlight, okay, so after some time the moisture of the water what is present in this, it will evaporate and only sand particles will be there. So again we got that pure sand particle whatever we added in the first time, right? So like this we can take back the main substance from the water in insoluble condition.